Hey everybody, Dr. Tom Carr here, aka Dr. Stoxx of drstoxx.com, drstoxx.com, and drstoxxtrading.com, drstoxxtrading.com, and ichthyusletter.com, ixthysletter.com. Okay, now we had another amazing day. Here it is, Tuesday. Yesterday we had a modest up day, about $500. Today we're up 1,677 big ones in my short-term trading account. Again, this is an account that I run up to 200,000, and once it gets to that level, I take money off the top and I put that money into our long-term investment portfolio, and I do that as well with our managed accounts, my family fund and our managed accounts. That's how I roll, because I don't want this trading account to mess up my own entries and exits by trading too big of size. And since my subscribers are in most of these stocks that I'm in, I don't want to mess it up for them either. So we cap it at 200. We're at 184, I think, today after today's close. So we're getting back up there to 200. And then we'll take a good chunk off the top and run it back up again. And that's just how we do it. By the way, that program that I just described, we'll get to the charts here in just a moment, but I wanted to, I had a question in response to some of these videos I've been producing on my 3-box money management program. And if you're interested in that, go to my website, ichthyusletter.com. That is a site that I sell our Ichthus letter from, and it's a monthly letter aimed at long-term investors. Most of you probably aren't, interested in long-term stuff, but if you want to learn about how I manage our family fund, then click on the blog link and scroll down to the bottom and watch this video introducing the Ichthus plan for personal finances. It's a 16-minute video, explains my 3-box program. You increase your income in the first box, you increase that increase through trading in the second box, and then you invest for the long term in the third box. And it's that third box that builds the real wealth, that builds your legacy wealth that you hand on to your kids and your grandkids. So anyway, enough about that. And while we're on websites, let me remind you that we also have an options letter sold over on marketfi.com. That's a third party. You can scroll down through. It's the #1 performing letter on MarketFi right now. I trade both stocks and options there, but mostly options. You can see our list of open trades right here. A lot of these are short sells in puts. We do a lot of naked puts. We do a lot of covered calls. We buy some outright stock as well. It's a hodgepodge of stuff, but mostly options. And our performance has been really good. Let me show you here what we're looking at. That's not where I want to go. Let's see. Oh yeah, down here. So sorry, we started with $100,000 in this account, and we're up to $2.386 million, and that was started back in the middle of 2014. So we're just now at 4 years on with this letter. Then if you're not following me over on StockTwits, be sure you follow me there. I've got almost 12,000 followers now, and I post a lot of charts throughout the trading day. There's also our Twitter feed, and that's our drstoxx.com site, where my 5 daily and weekly letters are sold. And there are our two brand new letters are sold over on Dr. Stoxx Trading. These are our most profitable letters. They are weekly letters, and they're aimed at smaller account traders without much time to trade. And so if that is you, this would be a great product for you to take a look at. Anyway, back to the account. Let's see what moved today, and a lot of them moved really nicely. One of our big winners today was SSKN. We're going to look at the chart in just a moment. It's in our cheap stocks letter. We've had subscribers in this since $1.50 per share, and it hit a high today of $2.10, and then it was up to $2.13 in after hours trading. It closed at 201. So there's something going on here in after hours. Had almost 9 times average daily, about 8 times average daily volume. Almost 1 million shares traded today. I don't think you can see that actually, can you? Let me shift this over. Anyway, you'll take my word for it. Almost 1 million shares traded today. Average trading daily volume 182,000. That's there's something up there because there was no news out on the company today. And oh look, it just ticked off at 213, putting our daily profit at 1808. which reminds me of Deuteronomy 8:18, one of my favorite verses in the Bible. If you don't know it, take a look at it. It's a great verse. So we had some nice upticks in a couple of trades from my momentum letter on the conservative side. The 3 conservative longs both ticked up today, 2%, 1.4%. I'm in a position, kind of a fun trading position in here, which I've been in and out for some time since it was down around $4 per share a few months ago. Now it's up around 16, 17. It didn't do very well today, but that's a wild one to trade. And I just put on today a new position in the leveraged ETF for crude oil, UWT, which had a nice day, but I got in a little bit after this move. I'm expecting a rally, or at least a relief rally in crude over the next few days, and so I wanted to position myself in that. I'm trying to get our ETF trend letter subscribers in that as well, but we haven't been able to get a good execution price yet, so we're still trying. What else moved today? We had a nice move in TLYS, which is one of our new trend trade letter picks. We got in that a couple of days ago, and it's just gone up ever since. We'll take a look at that chart. And what else? ASYS, which we got stopped out of in our cheap stocks letter a couple days ago for a small profit on a very steep sell-off. It's a semiconductor stock that services the solar industry, has ties to China. China came out over the weekend with some bad news, increasing regulations on the solars, hit all solar stocks across the board. This one got way whacked because it was up over $10 a share, and then it just went down into the low 8s. It tagged $8 a share yesterday. I bought my shares back a little bit above 8, and it had a nice run today, 7% run from there, so that was nice. These are my sizable positions per the overall amount that I'm managing in this particular trading account. I also have a day trading account, and then I mentioned our long-term account, which has the bulk of our funds. But these are smaller positions here in my penny stocks, and I always tell my subscribers, go small in the penny stocks. You can always accumulate your income, accumulate your profits over time, but start very, very small. I started with just, I don't know, $500-600 in each position. Now I'm up to $1,000 in each position. We had a nice day. All 3 were in the green today, which is kind of unusual on an up market day. They tend to do better on down market days, but good to see that. Our RTS has gone up about 15% since we entered last week. Good stuff, all good stuff. And then these are my portfolio positions from my Ichthus letter. I have long-term positions in these, and that's part of my 3rd box of the 3-box money management system. But I have also these trading positions on that take advantage of dips in price, down to support, that sort of thing. And I'm in and out of these positions quite frequently. Now, the only trading I did today, in addition to putting on UWT, was I added a few more shares in some of these that took some dips. And in fact, I think I did pretty well because all of them came back up after an intraday dip today. Now, the markets themselves were up across the board, but just modestly, only 12 points up for the Dow. The S&P went up 0.2%. Best day was in the small cap index, which is hitting new all-time highs, and day after day after day. It's really where the strength is. And I'm really surprised at that, because usually the rest of the market is strong when that's strong too. But hey, we'll take it. No worries. All right, let's look at some charts. And get over to TradingView, which is the stock online trading package that I always recommend to my subscribers and readers. And let's see. Let's take a look at this one, SUP, which I have my trend trade letter subscribers in, and we bought it at the low end of this blue box down here, and it just had a very nice breakout day today on volume. Now, SUP is a fundamentally very sound company, trades at just 0.3 times sales, had a huge quarter on the earnings front, had a huge quarter on the sales front. That took place, well, I'm not sure if it took place down here causing this big spike. I don't recall what the big news was causing that spike. I don't see an earnings symbol down here, but anyway, something caused it to go up. Maybe the company raised its guidance. That's probably what happened. And we entered at a period of price consolidation just below this long-term price resistance, and today our patience was rewarded with a nice breakout, and I expect this blue sky breakout to simply continue from there. Now, SSKN was our big winner today, has been a really nice trade for us. We've been in it for a while with our subscribers, so it's been a longer term hold, but we got in at around 150, and one of these, this first green box here, we saw it ramp way up initially, come way down. Now it's going back up again to new highs. Now, if we look at the long-term picture of this, we can see that this is a long-term breakout move, but we are coming into some price resistance back in this area. So I will be happy to see this get up into the mid twos, 230, 240, 250, clear out some of that overhead hang. SSKN, also very sound company, tons of free cash flow, which is what you really like to see in a healthy company. 217% earnings growth this year. It has a very low float, just, 7,000 shares, 7 million shares in its float, which means that this can move very fast. It also has a very small percentage of institutional money on board, which gives, see these big volume spikes here? This could be, and hopefully is, some institutional money getting on board this stock in anticipation of a nice run higher. And they're increasing their positions. That's usually the kind of power that would drive these big volume spikes, institutional funds. So if you have a low float stock with strong fundamentals, especially free cash flow, and you see big volume spikes on price hikes, that's healthy. That's very, very bullish. ASYS, I mentioned this before, got knocked way back yesterday, came back nicely today and on very, very big volume. So that tells me institutions are buying back shares. Maybe shares they sold yesterday, buying them back today at lower prices. We should get back up into this upper 9 level shortly in that stock. TLYS, a new stock I put on a couple days ago with our trend trade letter, off to a really nice start on the breakout. We bought it above the breakout, but around 14, and here we are at 15.30 today. CRK has been a really nice trade for us in the hot stocks letter. We've been in it for a while, several weeks now, and it's been consolidating in this box down here between 10 and 11.50. We had a nice rebound move today, touching off the 10 support, and I expect in a couple more weeks we'll be out of that box and on up into the upside. Okay, I'll leave it there, guys. God bless everyone, and we'll see you soon. Bye now.